So the subway to my school, I'd go up 8th Avenue. Anyone familiar with New York City here at all? Yes, I'd walk up 8th Avenue, and there was a fire station there. Ladder 54, Engine 4, the pride of Midtown, never missed a performance. That was their motto. And if you're familiar with New York, you know that FDNY, they're like celebrities, okay? They fit the stereotype. They got the muscles, the mustache, the accent, and they know it too. So they flip open the bay doors. They're sitting at the front of their trucks and they're taking pictures with people. They even have birds, right? So every morning I walk by to go to school, I get high fives from them because they'd recognize me, little finger guns. They even gave me a patch, a fire station patch, that I put on my jeans, and you know why, right? Anyway, so, okay, year one. And then I go do some summer theater. Okay, so it's about to be year 2 of my schooling. And I get to New York a couple weeks early to get back in dance class, etc. So this is September of 2001. And I get up to go to tap class, and I pick up my my big brick phone. My big brick cell phone, and there's no service. And I was like, so the cell phones are new, and service was spotty. They were, so I remember going, oh, stupid Sprint, and like throwing it across the room, grab my tap shoes. I lived in a women's residence, an all-women's Catholic women's residence. I'm not Catholic, but my dad said if I'm paying for your housing, you're living in an all-women's Catholic residence with nuns. So I tried to leave, but they stopped me. They said something happened, a plane hit the World Trade Center. You gotta go back upstairs. I went back upstairs and turned on the TV just in time to see the live footage of the second plane hitting. I literally thought I was gonna die that day because I thought, this is the beginning. There's gonna be more bombs are coming. I couldn't get a hold of my family, friends. There was no service, payphones weren't working. So, okay, get through that period. Couple weeks later, school does start. And I walk up 8th Avenue, and instead of the bay doors being open, they were closed, and there was a sandwich board with pictures of my friends on there that had been lost. There were no more high fives happening. So I didn't know it then, but a seed was planted that would stay dormant for 10 years while I had my dance career. Around 31 years old, I was sick of show business, like really sick of it. Stopped auditioning. I was just like, oh, I don't want to do this. I had been teaching yoga for a while. Was sick of teaching yoga. I was living in LA, sick of teaching yoga in Beverly Hills. It's the worst. Can you imagine? I mean, like, Real Housewives coming to your yoga class? And I was like, oh, I want to teach the true, authentic yoga to people who really need it. And then I was thinking about the military had a really good PR then about telling the public all of the high rates of stress-based health issues and suicide. So the veterans in the military were the first people I thought of. I did start teaching for them, got trained to do so. And then it occurred to me, first responders. My God, I Googled yoga for first responders and nothing came up, crickets. There's yoga for veterans, there's yoga for military, but there was no yoga for first responders. So I couldn't shut my computer and pretend I didn't see that and walked away. It was like God's calling, and I had to make it happen. So that seed that was held dormant was now starting to come to fruition and to bloom.